Have you ever wondered why you or your partner might behave a certain way in your relationship? Why some people seem to get along effortlessly and others face emotional roller coasters? The answer could be in your attachment style. Today, we're going to go on a deep dive into attachment theory, a psychological concept that helps explain how we connect, communicate, and sometimes even clash in love. Whether you're securely attached, constantly worried your partner will leave, or prefer keeping people at a distance, the attachment theory has something for everyone. By the end of this video, you might just have a aha moment about why you love the way you do. So let's start with the basics. The attachment theory was first developed by British psychologist John Bowlby and later expanded by Mary Ainsworth. It all starts in childhood. Yup, we're going back to those early days when your relationship with your caregiver shaped how you form connections today. If you're interested, I have done a video on how your relationship with your mother can affect your present day love life. So let's get back. When you're a baby, you rely on your caregiver for survival, food, comfort, and safety. Based on how consistent and emotionally available they were, you develop a blueprint for how relationships should feel. This attachment style from childhood tends to carry on into our adult lives, influencing your romantic relationships whether you're aware of it or not. Think about how you felt when you called your mom or dad for help. Did they show up for you when you needed them? Or were they sometimes too busy, distracted, or inconsistent? That early relationship sets the stage for how you expect love to work. So there are four attachment styles: secure attachment, anxious attachment, avoidant attachment, and disorganized attachment. Let's see what each of these mean. A secure attachment is the ideal scenario. People with this style feel comfortable with intimacy and they're able to trust their partner while also maintaining independence. They communicate openly, express their feelings easily, and are generally more resilient to the ups and downs of relationships. Imagine you're in a relationship with someone secure. If you had a bad day at work, they'd listen, offer support, and also give you space when needed. It's like having a steady emotional rock. People with secure attachment styles tend to have longer lasting and more stable relationships. They also tend to handle breakups better without too much drama. Have you always had a friend who just seems to always get along with their partner? That's probably secure attachment at work. Next up is anxious attachment. If you're constantly worried about your relationship, wondering if your partner loves you or if they will leave you, this might sound familiar. People with this attachment style crave closeness but are often insecure about their partner's feelings. They may become clingy, need constant reassurance, or fear abandonment. Picture this. You send a text to your partner, and when they don't respond within 10 minutes, you start overthinking. Did I do something wrong? Are they mad at me? Maybe they don't love me anymore. This anxious spiral is exhausting. If you ever double texted someone because they didn't respond fast enough, this might be your attachment style showing. Did you know that anxious attachers often end up with avoidant attachers, creating a push and pull dynamic that's full of tension? Why does that happen? We'll get to that in a minute. Now let's talk about the opposite of anxious attachment, avoidant attachment. These folks are more emotionally distant and can struggle with intimacy. People with an avoidant attachment style tend to value independence to the point where they avoid relying on others emotionally. They may find it difficult to open up or may feel smothered in relationships. Let's say you're dating someone who's avoidant. Whenever the relationship gets a bit too close for comfort, they start pulling away. They may cancel plans, get busy with work, or just emotionally shut down. Ever heard someone say, "I don't do feelings"? That's classic avoidant talk. The avoidant person wants connection but fears losing their sense of self. This internal conflict makes relationships tricky. Finally, there's disorganized attachment, the most complex style. It's a mix of both anxious and avoidant tendencies, often rooted in trauma or unpredictable caregiving in childhood. People with this attachment style can swing between craving intimacy or being terrified of it. They might push someone away and then desperately want them back. Imagine being in a relationship where one day your partner's all over you and the next day completely distant. This can leave you feeling confused and emotionally unstable. How do you navigate a relationship with someone who feels unpredictable even to themselves? This attachment style is one of the hardest to work through. Now that you know about the four attachment styles, let's see how they play out in relationships. Someone with a secure attachment style is more likely to express their needs clearly, while an anxious person might drop hints or become passive aggressive, hoping their partner will figure it out. An avoidant person may avoid conflict altogether, bottling things up until they snap. Think of a time that you and your partner had a disagreement. Did one of you try to talk it out while the other needed space? These reactions might be tied to your attachment styles. Secure couples tend to handle conflicts with a lot more ease. Meanwhile, anxious and avoidant pairs might escalate small issues into bigger ones due to unmet emotional needs. Next time you're in a relationship conflict, pause and ask yourself, is this my attachment style talking? You might be surprised. Here's the good news: your attachment style isn't set in stone. With self awareness, therapy, and healthy relationships, you can shift from an insecure attachment to a more secure one. Start by recognizing your patterns. Practice healthy communication. And if you're feeling anxious or avoided, try to share that with your partner. Therapy is a great way to work through deep seated emotional attachment issues. It helps you unpack childhood experiences and reframe how you approach relationships. So, what's your attachment style? And how does it show up in your love life? Remember, knowing your attachment style isn't about labeling yourself. It's about understanding your relationship patterns and working towards healthier and more secure connections. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if this video gave you any aha moments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear this. I'll see you in the next video.